I've always wanted to be a teacher ever since I was a little girl. I would use my brother as my student and use the whiteboard to make up math problems and or do spelling tests with him. I remember making up early for school and thinking to myself, I can't wait to see all of my teachers. One of my teachers who changed my life and has influenced me not only to be a teacher, but to never give up on your students. Her name was Miss Allen. She was my second grade teacher. She was sweet, patient, and always had us doing hands on activities. As a second grader, I struggled with reading comprehension. Miss Allen would arrange for me to stay after school for tutoring to prepare me for our TOS test. We always spent a lot of time outside of school together, not only for tutoring, but in other ways to enhance my reading. She is definitely the teacher I would love to be. Another event that has led me to want to be a teacher is a job I had working at NEISD. I worked as an after school assistant for a program called KIN. We worked together to help the students with their homework and put together small lessons they could utilize in the real world. This is when I knew that I really wanted to be a teacher because I knew that working with kids every day would change my life and would better theirs. I knew that working with kids would be something different every day, and it would be something I would look forward to. As a future teacher, I think it is extremely important to acknowledge and appreciate every student in your classroom. I know it is cliche to say that every student is different, but in reality, that is the truth. In my classroom, I want everyone to know their rights as a student. Every student has the right to be confused, has the right to ask questions, and have the right to not know the correct answer. It is important as a teacher to make sure that your classroom environment is comfortable enough to allow these students to abide by these rights. I want my students to ask questions and not be afraid to be judged by it, and be willing to learn from each other. As a teacher, I will need to set that example. As for my future students, they deserve to have my full attention and unconditional teacher love. I want to be able to build relationships with my students and be able to help them in ways that their parents might not be able to. My future students deserve for me to always be honest with them and understand that we will all have our bad days. I know not all teachers are perfect, but I am willing to take it day by day and teach my students while learning from them as well. It will be important for me to learn their culture and present a diverse classroom so all my students can learn from it. I want my students to be able to walk into my classroom and know they can be themselves. I want my students' parents to feel comfortable enough to confide in me and freely ask questions as needed throughout the school year. As a teacher, I would love to have a culture day for my classroom or maybe even for the school. Students and parents could bring food, music, and their ethnicity's precious items to the event to show off and so everyone could learn from them. I think learning from my students at this level will build and rebuild relationships that could last a lifetime. I want to be that teacher the students will remember for forever. And I hope to become flexible teacher who learns most from her students. Every day will be a new day to create new learning experience. Here's a quote I enjoy. A teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches a heart. I enjoy this quote because it's true. A teacher can open up a student's mind. This is me as a teacher, and thanks for watching.